Hello, my name is Ashley Scher. I'm the founder and CEO of ShareLove.Fund. Today we're going to explore chapter 2, verse 7 of the Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 2, verse 7 reads as follows. I am weighed down with weak-mindedness. So here we have Arjuna actually admitting, hey, I feel like I'm overthinking this and like my own mind is stressing me out. Arjuna continues, I am confused and I cannot understand my duty. So he's pretty much having a nervous breakdown. Like first he's saying, Krishna, you're wrong. What about this? What about that? And now he's like, you know what? I've overthought this. I don't even know which way is up and down anymore. Arjuna continues, I beg of you to say for sure what is right for me to do. Arjuna is like, you know what, at this point, I've pretty much exhausted myself, so I just rather follow directions and not even do this critical thinking because it's turned out to be too much work. And then Arjuna continues with humility. I am your disciple. Please teach me. So now he's being open-minded and receptive. For I have taken refuge in you. And it just like even feels peaceful, these words, you know, like coming home, being cradled. I'm going to read this again because this is a sloka that can really be comforting to a lot of people as they face difficult times. And this is something that you could use in your own daily life as you face difficult times. I am weighed down with weak-mindedness. I am confused and cannot understand my duty. I beg of you to say for sure what is right for me to do. I am your disciple. Please teach me, for I have taken refuge in you. This is a beautiful sloka. I am your disciple. Instruct me. It truly feels like coming home. I have taken refuge in you, that we're not alone. If God is your thing, you can think of this as we're all children of God. ShareLove.Fund is not here to impose any religious or personal beliefs. We're just exploring this together so it can stimulate your own thought and creativity and inspire you in personal ways that may serve you. Here Arjuna is asking, he realizes the situation. He's being open-minded to receive. He's come to know that he knows nothing. This is the epitome of humility. That is the best understanding, because if you know what you don't know, you will want to know. You'll become a seeker and explore. They say it's really dangerous when that a little bit of information can be a misleading thing. Sometimes it's interesting in school tests that students who leave a test saying, oh, I got this wrong, I got that wrong, I didn't know this, I didn't know that, they often perform better and receive a higher score on the test than the students who walk out of the test saying, oh, that was the easiest thing and I knew everything. Sometimes the more you know, the more you realize what you don't know. And knowing and being humble that you can learn from others is a beautiful thing. If you don't know this, that you don't know everything, if you feel like you know everything, you won't even want to explore and be a learner and a seeker. If somebody comes to tell you the truth, you'll say, no, I don't need that. That's why there's this proverb. If a person knows not that he knows not, ignore him. If he knows that he knows not, go teach him. If he knows that he knows, go learn from him. The idea is that we can learn something from everybody, but we need to be open-minded. So here Arjuna is ready to learn. The qualifications of a sincere student are clearly shown here. When you go to a teacher and you say, oh, I know a little bit, can you add a little more? the teacher is happy to help because the student is receptive. Or, I know this, but can you verify it? I'm not quite sure. Sometimes the teacher is there just to offer guidance. You are just going to check your capabilities, not learn anything new. If you want to learn, go empty and open. I am an empty cup. Please pour in all you can. With this, though, I do advocate to be careful and follow your instincts and use your own good judgment, because sometimes people take advantage. If you go with your cup already full, even the teacher pours something in good, where will it go? It will just spill out, not absorb. It is not that he or she is miserly. The teacher would like to pour, but it would overflow and go to waste. So empty your cup, or at least leave a little bit of space. There's a good Zen story of a teacher who went to a Roshi, a teacher demanding to be taught the secret of enlightenment. Instead of saying something, the Roshi began to pour the student a cup of tea. The cup became full, yet the master kept pouring, and the tea spilled over onto the floor. My cup is full, master. Why do you keep on pouring more and more? The student asked. Like this cup of tea, your mind is already filled with something. If I pour my knowledge into your cup, it will just keep going onto the floor because there's no room in your mind for it. So I guess that's like an ancient diss, but we'll continue. You will interpret my instructions accordingly to what you already think. So sometimes it's all about perception. You need to sort of clear out the debris in your mind to even process the knowledge in more open-minded, non-judgmental way. Let us continue. Your mind will not be able to accept the truth I give you. But Arjuna is a good student and an honest person. And this is why he says, I'm just going to read it one last time because it's so beautiful. I am weighed down with weak-mindedness. I am confused and I cannot understand my duty. I beg of you to say for sure what is right for me to do. I am your disciple. Please teach me, for I have taken refuge in you. One of the things I think we all grapple with is that Arjuna is asking Krishna, can you tell me what to do, but can you be sure about it? Like, can you tell me definitively for sure what I should do? And that's really the hardest part, I think, in life for many of us, is that there are many paths and no one's really sure. And we don't have certainty. And the only thing that's certain is that there's uncertainty, and I guess death and taxes. So this passage, Krishna doesn't say, okay, cool, I'll tell you exactly 100% with certainty this and that. Arjuna is not going to get that because that doesn't really exist. And this passage is sort of like a heart-to-heart from the ancients to us today, just kind of acknowledging that sometimes we want to do the work, but it's just so confusing to know what direction to go. And even if you're traveling in the right direction, it's kind of tough because you don't ever really know 100% certain you're even going in the right direction. And there is an expression that says, instead of trying to control the ocean, learn how to surf or learn how to ride the waves. And one of the ways to achieve peace and happiness in our own daily lives, in your daily life, is trying to find a way to accept that there's uncertainty and not fight it and be okay with it. Like, feel certain that you've made the best decision with the information that you had available to you, and that you're certain that you believe in your course of action that you've decided on. There are ways to give us and give you a little daily crutch to feel supported while still being cognizant that we do live in an ever-changing world of uncertainties. Namaste.